Imagine entering a room, expecting to blend in, only to feel every gaze lock onto you. A stranger leans in and whispers, "What's your secret?" But you don't have one. Or do you? Some people seem to defy time effortlessly, radiating a glow that others can't quite explain. It's not just good genes or expensive creams. There are deeper, hidden forces at play. And today, you're about to uncover 7 powerful reasons why some people age in reverse, without even realizing it. Stick with me, because the last one might just change how you see yourself forever. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. 1. Your heart stays light, unburdened by resentment. Imagine a woman named Sarah, in her mid-40s, with a vibrant presence that turned heads. People often assumed she was in her early 30s, amazed by her youthful glow. But her secret wasn't expensive skincare or a rigorous diet, it was her ability to let go. Years ago, she suffered a deep betrayal from a close friend. The pain was sharp, and the sense of loss was overwhelming. Many in her position would have clung to resentment, allowing it to harden into bitterness. But Sarah made a different choice. She chose to forgive, not for the sake of the one who hurt her, but for her well-being. The change wasn't instant, but as time passed, the weight lifted. She stopped replaying the past, no longer carrying a burden that wasn't serving her. Her face softened, her eyes sparkled with renewed brightness, and even her posture seemed lighter. She didn't just appear younger, she felt it as if she had shed years along with the resentment. Science confirms what Sarah experienced. According to the American Psychological Association, those who practice forgiveness have lower stress levels, healthier hearts, and even slower signs of aging. Holding on to anger and grudges floods the body with cortisol, the stress hormone that disrupts sleep, tenses muscles, and accelerates aging. Over time, it carves deep lines on the face and drains vitality. But when you release resentment, your body breathes easier. Imagine a balloon rising high into the sky, free and untethered. That's the feeling of letting go. Now, think about people you've met who seem weighed down by bitterness. Their expressions are tight, their energy drained. Then, picture someone who radiates peace, someone who smiles easily, carrying no baggage from the past. Which one appears timeless? The answer is clear. Forgiveness isn't about erasing the past, it's about choosing yourself over negativity. The next time anger rises, pause and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Releasing resentment is more than an emotional relief, it's a key to staying vibrant, light, and ageless. 2. You live with a fire that refuses to fade. Meet James, a 50-year-old man who still wakes up with the energy of someone half his age. While many in his circle count down the years to retirement, slipping into comfortable routines, James is just getting started. He left a job that drained him and, instead of settling, launched a small business, something he had dreamed about for years. It wasn't easy, but it ignited something inside him. People marvel at his enthusiasm, his unwavering spark. How does he do it? It's not an expensive serum or an extreme fitness regimen. It's his passion, his fire, the kind that doesn't flicker with age but burns brighter with purpose. You can see it on his face. It doesn't just look youthful, it radiates the vibrancy of someone fully engaged with life. His eyes shine with possibility, his movements are full of purpose, and his laughter is effortless. Compare that to those who have given up on their dreams. You've seen them, their energy dulled, their expressions tired, weighed down by the unspoken regret of what could have been. The difference isn't in the years they've lived, but in how they've chosen to live them. Science supports this, too. Harvard research reveals that people with a strong sense of purpose have a 15% lower risk of premature aging. Passion fuels the mind, strengthens the heart, and infuses the spirit with resilience. It's like a river carving its path through stone, steady, determined, alive. When you have a reason to keep moving forward, your body follows suit. So, what keeps your fire burning? A long-lost passion, a creative project, a skill you've always wanted to learn? Whatever it is, don't let it slip into the background. Write down one thing that excites you, something you'd chase if fear weren't in the way. Then, take one small step toward it this week. That spark within you? It's more powerful than time. It's what keeps you from simply growing older and instead growing fully alive. 3. Your smile outshines your struggles. Let's talk about Maria. At 38, she's faced more challenges than most. Losing a job, enduring heartbreak, navigating storms that could have broken her spirit. Yet, when she walks into a room, it's not sorrow that people see. It's her radiant smile and her infectious laughter that seem to push back the weight of life. Strangers assume she's barely 30. Why? Because she chooses joy, even when life doesn't make it easy. She refuses to let hardships etch permanent lines of stress on her face. Instead, she finds reasons to grin, to embrace lightness, to keep moving forward. That decision isn't just about appearance. It's transformative. Science agrees. A study from the University of Kansas found that smiling, even when you don't feel like it, triggers the release of endorphins and serotonin, the body's natural mood boosters. This lowers stress levels, strengthens immunity, and slows signs of aging. Think of a smile as nature's most powerful anti-aging serum, free, accessible, and highly effective. Picture it as a lighthouse, beaming through the fog of life's challenges, guiding you toward resilience and vitality. Now, contrast that with those who frown more than they laugh. You can see the difference in their tense jawlines, furrowed brows, and tired eyes. Stress settles into their expressions, making them look older, worn out by the weight of unspoken burdens. But you're different. Your joy acts as a shield, protecting you from premature aging, softening your face, and keeping your spirit youthful. When was the last time you laughed so hard your sides ached? What brought that out of you? That wasn't just a fleeting moment. It was medicine for your soul, a refresh button for your entire body. Here's something simple to try. Tomorrow morning, smile at yourself in the mirror. It might feel silly, but science says it works. That small act tricks your brain into shifting your mood, setting a positive tone for the day. And when you carry that energy with you, you don't just look younger, you shine. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. 4. You move forward, not in fear. Think of Alex, a 45-year-old who walked away from a stable career to explore the world. Friends called him reckless, warned him of regret, and painted pictures of failure. But Alex refused to let fear dictate his life. Instead of clinging to comfort, he packed a bag, booked a flight, and stepped into the unknown. Now, his stories captivate rooms, his energy is magnetic, and people often assume he's in his 30s. Why? Because fear didn't weigh him down. Freedom lifted him. It's not that he never feels afraid. He just refuses to let fear take the wheel. Science backs up his experience. A study published in Psychosomatic Medicine found that chronic fear elevates cortisol levels, accelerating cellular aging. Living in constant worry is like keeping your muscles clenched all day. Eventually, the tension wears you out. But when you embrace life with courage, your body and mind stay lighter and more resilient. Think of it like walking a tightrope with a grin. It's nerve-wracking, sure, but also exhilarating. That sense of adventure keeps you youthful. Now, compare that to those who let fear dictate their choices. You can see it in their posture, shoulders hunched, expressions drawn, energy drained by endless what-ifs. They carry invisible weight, a burden of regrets and missed chances. But you're different. You move forward even when the path is unclear. You choose momentum over hesitation, and that keeps you feeling alive. What's one risk you've taken that paid off? How did it feel to push through the doubt? That moment of courage wasn't just a personal victory. It was proof that fear loses its grip when you take action. Here's something simple to try. Identify one fear that's been holding you back. Write it down, then list one small step toward facing it. Courage doesn't have to be loud or dramatic. It can be steady, quiet, and persistent. And when you walk with courage, you walk lighter, freer, and ageless. 5. You keep growing, never stagnating. Meet Priya, 52, who once believed she wasn't creative. For years, she admired paintings from afar, convinced she didn't have the talent to create her own. But one day, she picked up a brush. Her first attempts were rough, smudged colors, awkward lines, but she kept going. Now, her home bursts with canvases, each one a testament to her growth. But the real transformation isn't just on her walls. It's in her energy, her confidence, her unstoppable spirit. People don't just see her art, they see her vibrance. She didn't let life box her in. She stretched, learned, evolved. That's your secret, too. You refuse to settle. You understand that life isn't about reaching a final destination. It's about continuous movement, embracing the thrill of new challenges. Science backs this up. A 2020 study in Nature Aging found that lifelong learners have a sharper cognitive function and slower physical decline. Growth fuels the brain, keeping it nimble, adaptable, and young. Imagine a tree stretching toward the sky, always reaching, never stagnant. Now, compare that with people who stop growing, their curiosity dulled by routine. You can see it in their posture, their lack of excitement, and the way they go through the motions of life without truly engaging. They settle into sameness, and over time, it shows, not just in their mindset but in their body, their energy, and their presence. But you keep moving forward. You embrace the unknown. That's what keeps you timeless. Think about something new you've tackled lately, big or small. How did it make you feel? Maybe it was learning a new recipe, taking up a hobby, or reading about a topic you never explored before. That spark of discovery is powerful. Here's your move. Choose one skill you've always wanted to try. Just 15 minutes this week. Watch a tutorial, practice a small step, and dive in. Growth isn't about perfection. It's about momentum. And when you keep learning, you don't just stay young, you stay unstoppable. 6. Your spirit stands tall through storms. Let's talk about David, 60, a man who lost everything when a flood swept away his home, his savings, and the life he'd spent decades building. Most people would have crumbled, worn their grief like a heavy cloak, letting it etch deep lines into their faces. Not David. He refused to be defined by loss. With quiet strength, he rebuilt, brick by brick, day by day, until his life stood tall once again. His neighbors watched in awe, seeing a man who had every reason to break yet chose resilience instead. Today, David doesn't just look younger than his years. He radiates something deeper. A spirit is unshaken. A fire that refuses to fade. That's you, too. Life has tested you, thrown storms in your path, and yet, here you stand. Not just standing, rising. Resilience isn't just about pushing through. It's about coming out the other side stronger, wiser, and more alive than before. And science backs this up. A study from the Journal of Gerontology found that people who bounce back from adversity have lower inflammation, better cellular health, and even longer lifespans. Stress and hardship may leave scars, but resilience heals from the inside out. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to age overnight after hardship, their faces marked by sorrow they never let go? They carry their burdens like weights, and it shows. But then, some stand tall no matter what life throws at them. They aren't untouched by struggle, but they refuse to let it define them. And that's you. You rise. You grow. You prove, time and again, that storms may pass through, but they don't take you with them. So here's something to remember. Next time life hits hard, pause. Breathe. Remind yourself of every challenge you've overcome. You've been here before, and you'll get through again. Because of that grit inside you. That's why time can't catch you. 7. You shine with an energy that defies time. And finally, there's you, the enigma. The one people can't quite put their finger on. It's not just about how you look. It's the way you move, the way you laugh, the way you live. There's something about you that defies the years, like a star burning brighter instead of dimming with time. You don't just exist, you radiate. But what's your secret? It's everything we've talked about. Lightness, passion, joy, courage, growth, resilience, all fusing into a magnetic energy. People don't just see it, they feel it. You've met people like this before, haven't you? They walk into a room, and something shifts. They carry an invisible glow, a current of life that refuses to be dulled by age, setbacks, or expectations. And you? You're one of them. Science is starting to catch up with what we've always known deep down. A 2021 study from Cell Metabolism found that positive emotions and purpose-driven living slow telomere shortening, the process that signals aging at the cellular level. In other words, your mindset isn't just shaping your mood, it's shaping your biology. That spark inside you? It's more than just a feeling, it's fuel for longevity. So, what keeps your fire burning? What makes you feel most alive? Maybe it's creativity, movement, deep conversations, or the thrill of learning something new. Whatever it is, hold on to it. Feed it. Protect it. Because that energy, that force, is what keeps you timeless. Here's your challenge. Reflect on the last time you felt truly alive. What were you doing? Who were you with? Now, commit to bringing more of that into your life. Your glow isn't just luck, it's a choice. And every time you choose to live fully, you remind the world that age is just a number, but energy? Energy is forever. So, there you have it. 7 powerful ways to stay youthful, not just in appearance, but in spirit, energy, and mindset. Now, I want to hear from you. Out of everything we've talked about, what stood out the most? What's one thing you've learned today that you'll start applying in your own life? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'd love to know how you're embracing this wisdom. And if you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you valuable content to live a vibrant and fulfilling life. See you in the next one.